acts, even before ethics and anti-corruption acts we have entailing all this. This is just a duplication of, acts and bills that we're talking about here.
As you were talking, I just remembered the former member of parliament and I think finance minister, Mheshimiwa Okemo.
Chris Okemo.
Chris Okemo.
Yes.
And his friend Gichuru.
Yes.
I think the reason why they had some difficulties out there is because they invested some money that those who were holding their money believed were obtained fraudulently from this country.
Yes.
And I keep saying the same thing, that for as long as there are those countries, you see there will not be any disclosure. One of the things you said is the characteristics of this offshore account is that the countries undertake not to disclose.
Yes.
But when you get into a protocol, into an agreement, like the ones that were signed between Kenya and some of the countries that who did, then that disclosure will be there for as long as money was obtained illegally in this country. Meaning that if, for any reason, any person mentioned in those papers has difficulties proving how he made money in this country, the law would take its course and in due course. And I want to say that I really don't think that we should be worried about the president. The president has another 7 months to go. He will be an ordinary Kenyan and he will be looking at the issues like we look at them. And that is why I'm encouraged when he says he has nothing to fear. And I don't think that should take a lot of our debate. Ideally is what is it we should do to attract this money into this country. Kama wanaume wengine. But we spend a lot of our time in talking about issues until you have now asked me the question I want to answer. That is there any need for us to keep redoing these laws? Why are members of parliament elected every 5 years? It's because the law is dynamic. The criminals will continue to evolve. It is upon us to catch up with them, come up with laws that help Kenyans. And this is the thing we have to continue doing until this corruption is a moving target. It's not something static somewhere that we are going to fight it. It keeps moving. And every time you do a law, people become crafty and go around the law. So it's upon us to keep thinking ahead of it.
Where is the aspect of continuity?
Because
it means after every 5 years, we have new bills and new legislation coming from,
Can you allow me?
You shove aside very good bills that have been started and they've not been streamlined through the system.
Can I say, one of the things that we have to agree is that we always politicize the fight against corruption. We always look for a reason to say, I am being pursued because I have this kind of political thinking, I'm reigning this side or the other. And that is one of the things that derails the fight against corruption, including influencing the kind of laws that we pass on the floor. I remember the act that was introduced by Mother during 10th Parliament, if I'm not wrong. And the statute that was introduced by Mother, having been passed by the cabinet during Kibaki's time, was like word for word as is provided for under chapter 6 of the Constitution. But when we go to the floor, there was a ganging up. People ganged up, shut it down, watered it down completely to the point where it became useless. Our Constitution is still there with the standards that needs to be met. I think there is a member of parliament, if I'm not wrong, the chairman for, this man's name is going, he was introducing, I think I read somewhere, he's wanting to introduce a law to say that if you have a case in court, then you cannot be able to run. We have to Wadai. Mheshimiwa Wadai. We must get to that level. And when countries now see that you are that serious with the fight against corruption, and then the other thing is that we have stability in our country, and stability includes political stability. We cannot be talking about every panel you call us is just about politics. If you're talking of how are we dealing with the investments in the country, then these are the kind of environment that needs to be done. But for the last 5 years, we're almost headed to the 5th year now, to the end of it, every single sitting we have had is to talk about politics. And that is one of the things that I believe Uhuru was trying to fix. Can you fix this nonsense of corrosive politics, allow Kenyans to go in a different tangent, then we can be able to start attracting some of the things that we are seeing. And I want to say that, and until we address ourselves to that issue. And and allow me to again say here, I don't see the usefulness of introducing the president's name here. Beyond the statement that has come, that will be dealt with. In any case, by the way, where he is today, he is not an equal to anybody. Those of us who are looking for seats, him is going home. He's not in our league. He is going home. So we would rather play our league. Where unatafuta kiti ya governor ya nini. We are in a different league. Him is going home. And he'll go home happily having achieved what he has done. Of course, disappointed.
Thank you.
Where he did not achieve. But I think again, and I want to say this, we need to deal with the issues that are not useful to us as a country. We don't have political stability. We have very corrosive politics. We are now coming for elections. There is fear of chaos again. And until we address these issues, we will not attract any foreign investment, including here in this country, including from our own diaspora, who are now worried that, is it a time to send money home? Which is still another offshore account. So I really don't understand why we are making so much fuss on this. Our house is untidy. Let's tidy it up and get money into this country.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Dibala.